So we couldn't think of anything to do for this intro. So I asked ChatGPT to make a joke about this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. Bad Hair Day is the only Disney movie where the villain isn't a person. It's humidity.
It doesn't know shit about this movie. There is a dedicated villain.
It does know. It is just a joke. It's a joke. Do you want a character specific joke?
Okay.
Okay. Monica spent months planning the perfect prom look, but apparently her hair had its own Pinterest board.
It really likes going off the title, which is very not that related to the movie.
You want one about Liz?
Sure.
Liz may have been an undercover cop, but in Bad Hair Day, her biggest disguise was pretending she was okay with Monica's fashion choices.
Like, these are shitty jokes. But hey, you know what? It does actually know the characters and very brief things about them. What is this, like information on the Wikipedia page or something?
I don't know. You want one about the villain?
Oh, give me one about Pierce.
Pierce really thought he could outsmart a teen and an ex-cop in a tuxedo. That's not a criminal mastermind. That's just prom crashing with extra steps.
What?
He was just prom crashing.
Yeah, but like, he didn't go to the prom.
Only Disney would make a movie where catching a jewel thief depends entirely on broken curling iron and emotional growth. That's all I'm saying.
Was the curling iron even broken?
No.
What a fake fan ChatGPT is.
Welcome, everybody, to the DCOM Duo podcast.
I'm Benji.
I'm Kelsey.
We're the DCOM duo.
Podcast.
Yes, and we talk about Disney Channel original movies. In fact, we're talking about every single one of them. Not at once, but we will probably mention other ones. But today, specifically, we're talking about Bad Hair Day.
Bad Hair Day. Had you ever heard of this one before?
Maybe.
I don't think I had.
It was just after our times, really.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like I vaguely know it. I know the shows that I see. I've seen many episodes. Well, despite not actively watching of the shows that the main two are from.
Yeah. No, definitely know the actors, but didn't know
That's
they
why
had a
I'm
movie.
probably like, I think I probably was vaguely aware of this movie's existence.
I don't think I was at all.
Yeah. Well, it's Bad Hair Day, a movie the DCOM duo describes as good.
You know, surprisingly good. I didn't expect this one to like amuse me
Yeah.
as much as it did. The humor, like, actually is pretty good on this.
I'm gonna give what I think I formulated as my one actual main complaint about the movie way, which is this movie is really funny, and it is. And it also is trying to have this more serious story of like these characters' emotional developments. And I kind of wish it either just leaned fully into like slapstick dumb humor and like the witty writing that they have, or maybe cut back a little bit on the goofy side and focus a bit more on the seriousness. Because I feel like either one of those could have been even better, or we got a weirder mix in the middle. I'm just thinking something like the Naked Gun as a better joke per minute. We saw that recently. And obviously not anything's going to be the Naked Gun, but like at the top of this comedy, there's like jokes every minute within this movie, you know?
Yeah.
There's stuff going on all the time, but they try and keep it grounded a little too much to make the absurdity really feel earned or feel like believable when there is absurdity. And that just ends it a little bit. But overall, I don't think it actually fails at its job. It's a good, fun time, if just not that special.
Yeah. No. We'll talk more about it.
Yeah.
But before we do, we can talk about other stuff.
Such as fan mail.
Okay, this one's weird. We got a comment on YouTube from our mini-sode about the Descendant Zombies Worlds Collide tour that we went to, and it's a long run-on sentence comment about how we're like too negative.
I mean, I can just read it right now if you want. This is from Phoebe Love 590. Hi, just listened to Guy's podcast, and I feel like you guys are not understanding what concert is all about. And I understand that is your guys' opinion on the concert, but I feel like the concert was for the kids, and B, the concert was announced last year during the D23, and they only had a month of rehearsals because they were booked with many stuff like Malachi, who just announced the show he was going to be in. But just want you guys to understand this concert was done by Disney themselves, and for original songs, and if it was back then, they would not have sang about the songs. But I would like for you guys, before you talk about the cast, to do a bit more background research to understand, because I feel like you guys were hating a little bit.
Okay, so
Thank you for the comment.
thank you for the
Genuinely
comment.
appreciate the
Thank you for the
thoughts and
comment. And I'm
everything
always
within there. We're just a bit
confused.
confused because we came away pretty positive, I thought, on the
Yeah,
concert overall.
we in the episode said we liked it. We do think it's worth money. Like, and yeah, we talked about, it's for kids. We know it's for kids. And there were kids at the concert. And we were happy that they were enjoying it. Um, so I guess I just politely disagree with you that we were too negative. Like we're gonna have some criticisms of it.
Yeah.
But overall I do think it was a good show.
Yeah. And like in terms of stuff about what songs are doing what, if they can have their own original songs, yeah, of course they can. But it's like something we should mention because it's advertised as a Descendants, Zombies,
Yeah.
World Collide.
We just
Like these are the franchises, and it's like 90% that with a
Yeah.
couple of other run things.
And we just talked about every song that they did. So we talked about the original songs, whatever, gave our opinions on everything. But yeah. I'm sorry that we came across negative. We do like the concert.
All right.
So that's it. If you have any thoughts about anything, obviously you can comment on YouTube. Also you can email us at the DCOMduo@gmail.com. Let us know your thoughts on Bad Hair Day or the concert or anything.
Yes, please give us fan mail. We like it. Thank you for
Yeah.
fan mail.
Thanks. Okay.
All right, now we can talk about, Bad Hair Day. That's what
Yeah.
people clicked on this for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Bad Hair Day released February 13th, 2015, with a little bit of an asterisk I'll get to later. It was the 96 DCOM.
Whoa. Getting close to 100.
Yeah, wow. I wonder what the 100th will be.
It's not like we've already talked about it or
Yeah.
anything.
The director is Panul. I think that's how you pronounce Eric,
There's
the
this little
accent on
yeah.
the E.
There's a little guy at the E.
Little guy. That is
Little
the
guy.
official linguistics term.
I went to college
Yeah, for linguistics. You got a linguistics degree.
for sure.
Yeah. So he started as like a music video and commercial director before transitioning more towards like film TV.
Okay.
He's really largely in like the French Canadian space. He's from Quebec and he does a lot of French Canadian media. That's really what it is. And that's something where like I think a lot of the casting found said they did. I'm pretty sure they filmed this like near Quebec.
Okay.
Um the biggest things he's probably done were like some TV episodes of the show Transplant and the movie On Cop Bad Cop, which was a bilingual film released in Canada. It won a Genie Award there, which is like the Canadian Oscars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for Canadian made movies and
Yeah.
media.
That's cool.
Yeah. Sadly, he died just last year from leukemia, so
Oh, that's
there will not be a Bad Hair Day 2 under his direction.
dang. I was really holding out for it too.
Yeah. As for our cast, our main girl, Monica Reeves, is played by Laura Marano.
Yeah, Laura
Yeah.
Marano.
Something I didn't know before looking this up, but I thought was fun. She's one of the original classmates on Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, she did some like acting on Fox before then, so I'm guessing that's how they got all the kids, which makes complete sense.
But yeah. I also want to shout out her sister was on Switched at Birth.
Yeah, what's her sister's name?
Something Marano. Forgot. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid.
Laura Marano was best known as Allie from Austin Alley. That's, I think, by far her most significant role.
Melissa Marano.
Is her sister.
Is
Is her sister. It's
her
not
sister.
past tense.
Yeah.
So Austin Alley, big Disney Channel show. Neither Kelsey nor I really watched it.
No, but definitely aware of it. That's the Ross Lynch one.
Yeah. And the Laura Marano
And
one.
Laura Marano.
She's those are the title characters.
Yeah.
It's their show.
Mm-hmm.
Post Austin Alley, she hosted a radio Disney show. Like she hosted a talk show for the record with Laura Marano. So there you go. That's how it's going. Other film projects and franchises she's been in. but hasn't had necessarily a huge role in for sure, include Lady Bird, A Cinderella Story, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Ice Age, Superbad, Finding Nemo. A lot of these small roles at various stages, and a lot of these in sequels.
Okay.
But like those are some big franchises and stuff that she's been there.
Yeah.
She's also been in several Netflix romance films.
Hmm.
Basically, Sophia Carson before Sophia Carson. Stuff like The Perfect Date, The Royal Treatment, and Choose Love.
I've watched Choose Love because it's interactive and
Yes.
you get to choose. And Nathaniel from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend is one of the love interests. And also, I was like, oh, that's Laura Morano. I know how to say her name. Laura Morano. I know her from Disney Channel. And it was pretty fun. And I went through and I tried to find all the endings
Mhm.
one like afternoon.
He really gave a old college try, a lot of effort into having a music career, and I would say it's not completely unsuccessful, but it was moderately successful at
Yeah,
best.
sad her DCOM didn't have any like music. This is like the
She
one
did
DCOM she
she
has.
did have a song in the beginning,
Oh, it was
although one
okay.
person on IMDb says this is like the one time that they don't have a song associated with like the main cast, even though Wikipedia said Laura Morano sang the first song in the movie.
It is like a pop, just like generic
Yeah.
pop song. I'm not surprised if she sang it. Also, I mean, I haven't watched Austin Alley, and I think she sings a little bit in that, but
She sings throughout like the whole fourth season. She's a performer.
she's the writer, and that's the point in at least in the beginning
In
of
the
the
beginning,
show.
yes, but in the fourth season, she's like a performer as
Okay,
well. I'm
good
pretty sure.
because
I might be wrong. I didn't watch the show.
I feel like Ross Lynch is definitely the main performer of
Yes,
that
it
show.
is. She writes for Ross Lynch, but I believe in season 4, she's like also performing
Oh, okay. I mean, I haven't
because she
watched the
has like
show.
stage fright or something. Again,
Oh,
I've
yeah,
seen episodes of Austin and Ally, and not a lot.
yeah.
Playing our co-lead, Liz, is Leanne Baker. She's best known for playing the mom, Amy Duncan, on Good Luck Charlie. This includes Good Luck Charlie It's Christmas, which she also starred in.
Mhm.
Other TV credits that she has include Back at the Barnyard, Charmed, Will and Grace, The 70, Jake and the Neverland Pirates, among other
Whoa,
stuff.
crazy.
He's never that big of
Mhm.
roles, but like off a lot of those, she's like decently sized or recurring. Acting credits for her though have really like dried up, especially in the last 5 or so years. She just has like Christian faith related movies and the random Mr. Rogers esque show that Kirk Cameron has that, You Lucky Dog.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't Kirk Cameron that weird "You Lucky Dog" guy?
Yeah, if you don't know who Kirk Cameron is, like, he's a fascinating person to look into the history because he is shocking amount of like star power for all of this random stuff that's always just like very far end Christian media.
So weird. Weird dude. Listen to our "You
Oh,
Lucky Dog" episode.
yeah. That's what she's been doing for like the rough 5 years, and you know why?
Why?
It's because this is drawing A to B that's not necessarily perfectly correlated, but it is probably pretty correlated. She was got a lot of headlines back in 2021 for having a big anti-mask rant to like the Tennessee Education Board about
Oh.
how much she doesn't want mask students in mass, and that led to her basically having no other credits. But she became like a political commentator for Turning Point USA, one of the biggest right-wing commentator services in the country.
Oh.
That's Leanne Baker,
Okay. No comment. Let's move on.
playing the role of Pierce, the Diamond Thief,
Yeah.
Christian Campbell. I love this role because this is one of the most pure evil, pure just like fake character energy
Just like
that's
his
in a decom. They don't try at all with him. It's just pure. I'm the Bond villain,
yeah, hilariously cliche jewel thief that like propels from the ceiling and has all these
and this is where I'm like,
gadgets.
I want this to be more like a Naked Gun because this is the perfect energy.
And like
All of this. This is hilarious.
it's hilarious.
Yeah, he was the star of like a landmark gay rights film, the rom-com Brick in 1999.
Okay.
Straight completely, but like was the star of that within there.
Cool.
And that's like a big deal. TV credits include Max Steel, Big Love, The Book of Daniel, True Detective, he and the Kimoja Heroes. Not a lot of stuff within there that I definitely know, but like
Yeah.
he's been doing stuff. He's had pretty large theater credits on the Broadway world, stuff like Tick Tick Boom and Reefer Madness. He's had big roles within there.
Okay. Cool.
Playing the role of the dad, Monica's dad, is Elaine Fulham.
He doesn't have a name in
He does
the
not
movie.
have a name. It's just dad.
Monica's dad.
At least I don't think he had a name. I didn't catch a
I mean,
name.
I didn't catch one either. But usually, like Wikipedia will have the character's name if they have one.
Mhm. He's primarily like a video game voice actor.
Oh,
That's like the majority of his credits for specifically Ubisoft Montreal, which is again part of the reason I think this was filmed like in French Canada
hmm
area stuff. He's done a lot of voices for Assassin's Creed, for Far Cry, for Deus Ex, and Watch Dogs, like a lot of these big Ubisoft
yeah.
franchises. He was in the main cast of the sitcom 18 to Life, which I feel like I vaguely have heard about. And he's still acting today. He had a decent sized role in the 2024 film My Old Ass.
Good for him.
So, yeah. Playing the role of Ed, who I believe is the police detective.
Yep, the partner.
Yeah. Is Christian Paul. He's also pretty active, largely with the Ubisoft Montreal video game.
They recruited from there.
Yeah. A lot of French language projects, so I don't really know a ton about him.
Cool.
Playing the role of the bestie, Sierra,
hmm
is Kiana Madeira. She was also in The Swap.
Oh, DCOM alert.
Yeah, and Harriet the Spy Blog Wars.
Almost a DCOM alert.
Yeah, two very critical alerts within there. She had major roles in the Fear Street and the After film series.
She was in the after.
She's in like
series?
every After film.
It's who?
I didn't write the name down. I thought you would recognize her.
Kiana. Well, no. Oh, maybe I do recognize her. After Ever Happy. I think is she only in the last two?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
thought she
I
was
think
in a few of them.
she's only in oh no, she's also in After We Fell. She's Nora. Nora, of course.
I don't know who that is. I have not watched the After
She's
films.
a character.
It seems like Kelsey hasn't either.
I've seen them all.
She's currently in the Super. She's currently plays the role of Supergirl in My Adventures with Superman,
Okay.
and she has a sizable role in like the Malcolm in the Middle Disney Plus miniseries that's coming out shortly,
Oh.
where she's going to play Malcolm's girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah,
Sure.
still definitely very active.
Okay.
Playing the role of evil boyfriend Kyle Timmons. What the fuck is up, Kyle? Is Jake Manley. He's notable TV roles in stuff like The Order, iZombie, and Heroes Reborn, and film roles in like Infamous, Holiday, and A Dog's Journey.
I've seen A Dog's Journey.
You loved it.
Mm.
You can tell the truth if you didn't love it.
No, I think that one's alright. It's A Dog's Way Home. I
I
fucking
had those in my brain wrong.
Yeah.
I knew you were cool with one of them and didn't really care for the
Yeah,
other.
I hate A Dog's Way Home. A Dog's Journey is fine. I think that's the sequel. Is A
Yeah.
Dog's Journey because The Dog's Purpose is the original.
And finally, she has a very minor role, but honestly, she stood out in it. Playing the role of Ashley was Zoe de Grand Maison.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Ashley.
She had pretty sizable roles on Riverdale, Orphan Black, and The Summer I Turned Pretty, the show like from this year.
The new one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So not much else, but like clearly she's still active and doing stuff. So
Good for you, girl.
yeah, here's some fun facts. So as I mentioned before, Laura Morano sang the movie's featured song "For the Ride."
Good for you, girl.
Yeah. This is what I said about the asterisk about the release date. This actually premiered on the Watch Disney Channel, which was a like phone and tablet app.
Oh, interesting.
As an on-demand thing you could access there a week prior to the Disney Channel US premiere.
Trying to promote the app, probably.
Presumably.
Yeah.
So
Did the movie flop though?
oh.
I have no idea.
And then Leigh-Allyn. I keep saying Leanne because that's a more common name, but it's Leigh-Allyn.
Oh, whoops.
Leigh-Allyn Baker.
Just know that when we said Leanne earlier, it was Leigh-Allyn.
Yeah. Was quoted as she like was an executive producer on the movie as well, and she was talking about how excited she was since it's the first DCOM to have an adult lead.
It's not true.
Which I wanted to go with you really quick. This is the 96th DCOM, and she says this is the first one. Obviously, there's a clear counterexample of You Lucky Dog that's undeniably
Literally,
an adult lead. It's
literally.
about like a guy who I like his childhood mattered in the movie, but he is clearly an adult.
No children in that movie. It's an adult man with a dog. Also, that was the third DCOM?
Yeah, which I know we're going to be more about that. And like, yes, that was a long time ago, but thought that was interesting. But there's other ones as well. Stuff like Jenny Project, I would argue it's like largely the dad is the main
No,
within
see,
there.
like the
Twas the
kids,
Night, which we just covered.
that one
Bryan
definitely.
Cranston is a co-lead within
That
there.
one definitely. I agree with you on "Twas the Night" with Bryan Cranston, but Jenny Project, I think there's a kid in that, and the kid drives. I mean, I've only watched it once, so I guess we'll see when we watch it again. But "Twas the Night" definitely like Bryan Cranston. You forgetting about Bryan Cranston?
I'm saying as well, like Twitches should count even if it feels weird, like because they're 21 within there.
That's fair. Also, there's like two adults that are very heavily featured as well. I mean, there's a lot of DCOMs that have adults.
Have adult, but like as an adult as a main. But here's the thing: this film has Cranston and Was the Night as roughly the same level of role of co-lead.
Yeah,
So that's where I'm
100%.
at with it.
Fake Disney Channel fan.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I will grant her it had been a long time since where Disney Channel has definitely been kid focused. And it is kind of interesting that they're like, let's pull this adult from one of our shows and a kid from a different show
Yeah.
and
Well,
put
Good
them
Luck
in something.
Charlie's Christmas came out before this.
Well, that was the same show.
I
That
know.
was based on the show. That made way more sense. But it's kind of weird to pull the mom from a show and put her with a different star. I don't know. Is that weird?
I don't know.
I guess they liked her.
Okay. So you want to hear the Disney Plus description?
Sure.
After a night of testing different hairstyles, Monica wakes up on prom day to a nightmare. The worst bad hair day ever. Desperate to fix it and with no way to get to a salon, Monica is forced to team up with down on her luck cop Liz, who happens to show up at her door in pursuit of a multi-million-dollar necklace. The unlikely pair ultimately discover that they have more in common than they thought, as they try to keep the necklace safe from the villainous jewel thief and get Monica to prom on time.
Yeah, there was a triple dot.
Yeah, there's multiple in here.
Yeah. Very dramatic.
This description, along with other things, really try and justify the name of this movie more. And it's a fine, catchy name, but it doesn't really describe the movie.
No, if you think this movie's gonna be focused on her hair, it's not. That's just kind of like one of the things that has happened.
Yeah.
And
It's
they're
one
doing
of the down on your like terrible, no good, very bad day.
Yeah, he had gum in his hair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
basically
wild.
the same movie.
Basically,
Basically the same thing.
okay. You ready to jump into the movie?
I am ready to Camp Rock 2 Final Jam this movie.
Nice. Okay. So we intro on the pop song. Oh my god, did Laura Morano sing that? That's crazy. We're in the bedroom with a bunch of makeup and a prom dress and their shoes. And there's little heart post-it notes like buy the dress and the shoes and it says winner.
Winner!
She's like winner mentality, right? She wants to win prom queen. Monica is on her computer coding and she's making a poll for her outfit and her hair and stuff. And we noted the website looks like shit. Not gonna lie.
It's weird CS coding with that, but you know what? It's a like junior developer who's not worried about a back end. I may have harped on it too much, but it looks bad.
Yeah.
It looks unprofessional.
Yeah.
But it's just not professional.
And then Monica says, "Okay, let's do this." And then she like curls her hair and stuff, and she takes pictures of all the hairstyles to post online for her poll. And people love the flirty waves, or so we thought. The side ponytail wins. We're like, "Oh, flirty waves are definitely gonna win."
It was the side pony.
Side ponytail. And then the title screen, bad hair day comes in. So it's a new morning now. And Sierra was right away in the morning, FaceTimes Monica.
Yep, Sierra's like, I'm gonna go get some face to face time with this girl, well, before she's even like opened her eyes.
Which I think it's actually hinted that Monica slept in because she like answers the phone and she's like, "Oh, I was up late doing the
Yeah,
hair
she
poll."
was up till 2:30, I believe.
And everyone else voting on it was awake, apparently, also being like, "Oh, I gotta vote on this girl's hair for sure." And she's like, "Yeah, I'm totally ready. It's prom today. I'll be good." But then, she stands up and her hair looks
Oh my
terrible.
god, it's comically bad, and she's snapping pieces off of her hair.
Yeah, it's all crispy and just breaking off.
She goes and looks at all the products that she was using, and it's like, don't mix these products together.
Don't use with heat, blah,
Don't
blah,
sleep in
blah.
it.
She's like, "I did all of these things. Uh-oh."
For being so smart It's kind of dumb.
She's kind of dumb. Why would you use a bunch of different products? Also, all she was doing was okay, she curled her hair, sure. But then like braiding it into a side pony, that you don't need a ton of product for that. I don't think. I don't know. Yeah. So then she also goes over to her dress that everyone loved and it's melted because it's made of plastic.
It's I we didn't get to see this dress in its like intended form, but it looks ugly.
It's ugly. And the
I
shoes.
think so. Monica always has everyone in her life vote on everything on her online polls,
Yeah.
and that's what makes she makes every decision that matters to her.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, this is like moral of maybe she shouldn't do this.
Oh, she seeks
Um,
approval.
but like I think the people who were betting on the dress were like pranking her.
Yeah, what if they just vote for the ugliest thing? And also, how does she have a big enough fan base to do this?
People like her, she's nice.
I think she's nice, yeah. And her ugly plastic shoes are ruined too. Yeah. She's like, these can be repaired. I just need to do research. And she goes into a computer and she goes, oh my God, the prom queen tracker I made says I'm like neck and neck with
I
Ashley.
don't trust her election polling. I've seen election polling for much bigger, more realistic, and like better funded data than I assume that her pollers have. Her poll questions are going to be biased as hell. There's no way they're identifying all of this correctly.
She has like live updates happening. How are these kids
How are these? How
actively
many?
updating?
How many school newspaper polls are being run?
Yeah.
And how is she getting them in active enough? Or is it like social media based? In which case, I don't trust its accuracy at all.
No. Is she like tracking how many times people mention Ashley or her or something? That's weird.
I don't know. I'm voting third party.
Okay. So then the DMV calls Monica to schedule the driving test. And the next available slot is next
Yeah,
year.
it's like, April 2nd. She's like, that was like 2 weeks ago. I'm
Like,
like,
oh
oh,
yeah,
yeah,
next year.
next year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And she's like, what? But I need it this summer because I go to college. And they're like, how's 2 p.m. today? No one else
Which
is booking.
wild to me if you're the DMV calling someone and say, hey, do you need like a time? Let me schedule this one 11 months from now. Oh wait, that doesn't work. How about the one today? Wouldn't the one today be more likely to be like a happy result?
What? How long has this appointment been open? You should have contacted her weeks ago, which I think she says, like, I've been trying to get a hold of you to schedule this. Um, but yeah, nobody's booking day because it's prom day. So she's like, "Oh, fine, I'll do today." And then Monica calls her boyfriend Kyle. She's like, "I need a ride to the salon and shops and the DMV and stuff." And he's like, "I'm sorry, I'm so busy."
I have the orphans that
Yeah,
I take care of.
I'm
Love him
volunteering.
so much, but he's clearly just getting out of anything.
Well, it's not clear yet.
It's clear when you look at his face, but she doesn't see his face. It's a phone call.
Yeah, he's volunteering for the orphans. And
The
Monica
orphanage.
Monica heads downstairs and sees her dad, and she's like, "My universe is destroyed. My hair, my dress, my shoes." And dad's like, "I'll call in sick to help you." And she's like, "No, you're a nurse in the emergency room. You have to go to work to save lives."
The dad is caring and sweet through the whole film,
Yeah,
and something you easily see otherwise. There is some stuff I like about this movie, like structurally wise. The prom queen girl is a tech nerd who is smart and kind.
yeah.
Makes way more sense with reality than what is typically.
Then that bitch Ashley, am I right?
The parent has complete reason to like trust his daughter to be out on her own fixing all of this while still trying to be supportive and help.
Yeah. And she's a high school senior. Usually by then you trust. I mean, she's a little young,
Yeah.
and we'll touch on that later. But she's very trustworthy, and her dad cares about her a lot. It's because like the mom's not around, which we'll also get to later.
Wait, no, I actually want to bring this up right now.
Oh, okay.
We know that Monica is young for her grade.
Yeah.
She's skipped a grade. This is like revealed in the next 5 minutes of dialogue. Um, but the person was like, "Hey, yeah, we've been having a hard time scheduling a car appointment for today. Everyone's just going to their junior prom and they can't go it. I'd expect like the seniors to be like, oh yeah, we got to take our photos and everything. But there's no junior prom person who can't get their DMV driver's test.
I guess not. Maybe they
Dang,
already have it. They already have a different appointment. I don't know.
crazy.
I mean, junior prom is a thing. I don't know.
Mhm.
Monica's like struggling to get a ride. Uber existed in 2015. Call a fucking Uber.
Was it that popular in 2015?
I feel like
It
enough.
may have been a city only thing still at that point.
She's not in a major city.
We don't get to know much of what city she's in.
Or
She's big.
call
No,
a cab.
she's got to be big enough.
They have yellow taxis just driving around.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like you should get taxi or something. And she never thinks about that. Whatever. Monica's like, go to work, it'll be okay. And then the dad's like, oh, I also got to remind you, it's the week you have to pick your college. And she's like, yeah, I'll do that.
It's like he's like, hey, I know why you would want to go to state. I went to state. Go state. But also, maybe you should consider the other one.
Ooh, we don't know
What's
what
the
it
other
is.
one?
We'll find out later.
It's just state two.
State number 2. Okay, so Monica goes back up to her room and she looks at her room dress and her shoes. But then she sees a pretty necklace and she puts it on. It's not that pretty, but Sierra calls her and Monica's like, oh, I'm stuck here. And they're like trying to brainstorm what ride they could do, and they never bring up the taxi idea. Um, and then Sierra sees a necklace because they're FaceTiming, and she's like, what is that? She's like, oh, it's from like the pawn shop. 15, pretty awesome, right? It's like $15. She's like, it's the only thing in my outfit that's not ruined. And Sierra's like, did the people vote on that? And she's like, no, actually, I just liked it.
What, do you not like it? And Sarah doesn't like it. Well, guess what? It's kind of
It's
ugly.
kind of ugly.
It's
It
kind of
looks big
ugly.
and
It
fake.
doesn't look like it'd be worth $7 million,
Oh,
which I have a note on, but I'll wait until we get the true lore dump on this next.
yeah. Okay, so then the doorbell rings, so she's like, all right, I'll call you later. And Monica goes to the door and she's like, it's me, Liz, officer from the FBI, and I'm here to ask you questions.
Yeah, her name was like Liz Miss McHamburger. It
Wasn't
was
that?
something like that. It
Yeah.
was something burger.
Burger. She's like, and then I'll be out of your
She still has bad
bad
hair.
hair. And she never tries to wash it.
No,
That was my
she
big
never puts
complaint.
water on it.
Why not? Because it's breaking off. She's afraid she'll ruin it, maybe. I guess, like, if you're trying to get to a salon, maybe just let them handle it to try and do the least damage possible.
Mhm.
But still. Okay, so then Monica's like, you're with the FBI? Like, do you have a warrant? I'm not just gonna let you in.
What I love about this is we as a society have evolved enough in 2015 and beyond. I mean, a lot of this actually really happened in like 2016, 2020, but I like seeing it in a Disney movie. We just instantly don't trust the police. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
It's just immediately like, out.
Yeah, doubt. And then Liz shows a picture of the necklace, and Monica has a little like, oh, moment, but she's like, no, I've never seen that before. And then Liz is like, it's a felony to lie to a federal agent, and Monica's like, no, it's not.
She's like, do you get people without lying? It's a crime to lie under oath.
Yeah, I'm not under oath right
I'm
now.
just being impolite to lie to you.
Yeah.
You don't have a warrant for anything on me.
Also, you're not a federal officer, like I can tell. Like on the website, Dane County
Yeah, she's
isn't
been like
real.
Googling on her phone and the side.
Yeah, because she's like that a federal agent from Dane County. She's like, that's not real. You're lying. And so Liz is like, fine, I'm not FBI. And Monica's like, so who are you? And she's like, I'm a private investigator working for a private client, looking for this necklace for a big reward. And then Monica notices that Liz has a car. And she's like, oh, okay, well, you can come inside now. And Liz is like, what?
This is a stupid flop.
I
Whatever.
mean, use your resources, I guess. Liz is like, what? You're letting me in now? And Monica's like, yeah, you're like 5'1". What could you do to me?
See, this is like the type of banter that I'm guessing you don't write down everything.
No, I don't.
But there's like genuinely good banter in this movie. It's a good banter movie. That's
It's
the best thing it's got going for it.
Yeah, it's a very good banter movie. And it was a little hard to write notes of like the through line just because they're so quippy and fast that I'm like, how do I write down what's happening? I don't want to write down all the banter.
And they get a lot of fun of it being like a cop movie, despite there only being like half a cop between the two of them.
Yeah. Okay, so inside now they like bicker and banter more, and I just don't write it all down. Um, and then Liz is like, I want something to drink. I want water.
She mentioned something about how her alarm system can be disabled. The house alarm system can be disabled by a pipe cleaner.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Monica's like, well, yeah, I'm so scared of a fifth grader coming back from art class.
Yeah, that's a good one. And then she's like, "You want something to drink?" And Liz is like, "I want water. Tap. No ice." Very dramatic. And Monica's like, "So is the necklace valuable?" And Liz's like, "Oh no, no, just sentimental value." And she's like, "So," and they like are talking. She's like, "This is about a crime." She's like, "No, I never said about a crime." And Monica's like, "No offense, but if you're actually a private investigator, like you're a pretty terrible one." And Liz like, "How long have I been here? 30 seconds? Hmm. Well, in that time, I know that you're a high school senior, allergic to nickel, young for your class, dating this really stupid jock, and live with your dad alone, siblingless, and your mom left when you were little." And Monica's like, "What?"
What's craziest about that one is just dropping the mom knowledge. It's like
That's so
just so
rude.
mean at the end. You
It's
know
so
this for
rude.
her for so little.
Yeah. And she's like, "How do I know that? Like, you have a pewter ring, which means
This
it's
is
not
yeah, okay.
nickel."
The allergic to nickel thing is a stupid thing.
It was, it was like clever though.
Yeah, but like there's other reasons the ring could be a different metal.
Yeah. So it's made of pewter, and she said she noticed the middle school diploma was from 3 years ago. So that means she skipped a grade, right? Because it would be 4 years ago if she was with her grade. There's a picture of the boyfriend, and she's
It's
like, "I
just
can
made
just
assumptions.
tell he's stupid." And all this ugly brown furniture you have is clearly picked by a man, and means your mom hasn't been around. And also, there's no pictures of her, which means you're not happy about that she left. And it's like so rude to point that out.
It's so that it's pretty funny. Like saying it is one thing, but explaining it is another.
Explaining that, like, "Oh, there's no pictures of her, so I know that she left instead of, like, died."
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it's pretty good.
It's absolutely insane.
And Maka's like, uh,
Yeah.
right now, she first Liz is like, the only thing I can't figure out is what's going on with your hair.
Yeah, what happened there? And Monica's like, "My boyfriend's not
That's the thing she
soulless."
pushes back on, which is so funny because that's like the one thing that's not like a dig at her.
Yeah. It's like, "My boyfriend's not soulless, he's helping orphans right now." And, Liz is like, "Look, I know you got the necklace at a pawn shop. The seller showed me the receipt. Yeah, he fell for the FBI thing. So I know you have it." And then Monica goes upstairs to her room to like get dressed and whatnot, and she like has a plan. And downstairs, Liz is just like making a mess. And they don't really talk about that.
Well, she was like looking at the photo and accidentally spilt it in some
Well,
eggs.
she started like eating the eggs that were out there. It was like, that's rude. This is
Yeah.
not your house.
Yeah,
But okay.
but it's a little slapsticky, haha.
Yeah, and then Monica hides the necklace like kind of
In her
in
makeup case.
like a makeup palette, which she apparently also brings in her purse. And then Monica comes down and she's like, "All right, let's make a deal. I don't want a money reward. I want a ride. So I need dress, shoes, hair, and a driver's license today. I'll explain later. But so be my ride for the day, and I'll give you the necklace." And Liz is like, "All right, fine, I guess." So then we cut to the antique shop, the pawn shop. Same thing.
Mhm.
The villain is there. His name's Pierce.
He is the most like stereotypical Bond villain. He
Yeah,
speaks in a British accent, and he's like always in a tuxedo doing glimmery
it's awesome.
shit. Yeah, it's just comical the whole time.
Yeah. He's like looking around, and the power flickers inside, and the owner's like, "Hello." Also, he's like holding an egg,
Yeah, he was
right?
like
Like a
about to eat a
hard-boiled egg.
hard-boiled egg, but now he's just like ready to stab someone with an egg.
Yeah, "Hello?" And then the villain just like appears behind him. Um, and he's British, and now he's holding the egg somehow. And he's like, "I'm looking for the necklace." And then it cuts. It's just like so silly.
Yeah.
So then in the car, Monica comments on all this weird surveillance gear that Liz has in there. And she has like a taser and also a red button. And she's like, "Don't touch the red button." She's like, "But I really want to touch the red button." She's like, "You're never supposed to touch
Oh
a
my
red
god,
button."
Chekhov's guns. I love Chekhov's guns.
Yeah. The car's name is Brando. It has a
It's
bunch
like
of
Marlon
gadgets.
Brando,
Yeah.
the Godfather.
And then due to like some magnet thing happening on the car, Monica can't get a signal. And she's freaking out. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I've been offline for 7 minutes. That's
Anything could have
crazy."
happened during that time.
Yeah. And Liz is like, "That's so dumb. Like, why do you want people to know where you are all the time?" And she's like, yeah, we can like track each other's locations. Of course, I want to know where everybody is." And then some like hot guys roll up to next to them, and Monica wants to hide, but Liz rolls down the window and megaphones at them to turn their music down. And then the boys spot Monica, and she's like, "Oh, hey guys, like you're really cool." And then Liz yells at them some more, and they throw a drink out the window. So Liz like puts a light on her car, like a siren, and chases them down and pulls them over. And she's like, "I have footage of you littering, so unless you want me to arrest you, like go back and pick up the drink."
It's just pretty intense. Monica's just like, I was just trying to like get their votes and
So
everything. She
yeah.
yells in the megaphone as they leave. Sorry.
And Liz yells, "Get a haircut, all of you."
Yeah, Liz is maybe not a good person.
She's not. She's like a little kooky.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we see the villain, like it's just a really short, like the villain is speeding his car along, like past the girls, like they pass each other, they don't even know. That's crazy. But then the girls get to like a strip mall, or I guess just a mall that has a big outdoor space. Oh, it's a mall.
It's a mall. It seems like a mall with an outdoor space more so. Like a big, long, fancy mall.
I guess
It's all upper class.
I'm not used to that because I live in Minnesota.
Yeah, it's very much like a Californian type thing, I would guess.
Yeah, probably.
It's very much a nice place.
Yeah. Um, Monica shows her real time polling for prom queen, and she's like still kind of down, neck and neck.
She's down from Ashley. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, is Ashley gonna win this?
Oh my god.
Ashley, who we've still not met. Ugh.
Freaking Ashley. And Monica's like schmoozing the students as she walks by. Like she knows everybody and knows how to like sweet talk them and stuff. And then they talk to this guy, and he's like, "Who's this lady?" And Monica goes, "Oh, this is my aunt Hilda. She's colorblind."
Just randomly throws in
So
that line.
random.
And
Why?
this just becomes a recurring joke throughout the rest of the movie, and we love it. It's because she was like panicking about she wasn't ready to explain who it was, and it's like, why is my aunt here? She's colorblind.
Yeah, I know they keep bringing it back, and it's actually really funny because they,
It's just a good running bit.
yeah, it's a good bit. And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that." and, and Liz just like immediately goes along with the bit. And then they
She's
walk
like a
away.
little offended by it, you can see,
Yeah,
but like
she's like, "Yeah, I'm colorblind." Yeah. They walk away, and then they run into Sierra, who's freaking out about the color choices tonight. And Liz is like, "Wow, I wish I could help, but I'm colorblind, so I can't." And then Sierra mentions that Monica should go to state college, but Monica's still undecided. And Liz is like, "What? What's this college thing?" And Monica's like, "Well, I got an MIT." They're like away from Sierra and stuff. And she's like, "Well, I got an MIT." And Liz is like, "How is this a hard choice? You should go to MIT over state college, duh." And Monica's like, "But at MIT, I'd be a
I wouldn't
nobody."
know anyone. And I'm scared. I have abandonment issues. My mom left me when I was 3. Wait, we don't know that yet.
We don't know that yet. Um, which I guess might be more of a thing for like the 16-year-old that she is. And but like college, it's okay to go to a college that not all your friends are
I
at.
mean, anyone's allowed to make choices for any reason for all of this stuff, and I feel like she verbalizes her thoughts pretty well on
She
the whole
does. She
issue.
does talk about it later really well.
So, like,
So,
again, I think this movie is shockingly accurate with its depiction of students and like choices,
mhm,
and doesn't infantilize a lot of this stuff.
mhm,
And that's where I appreciate it. On a serious level, a lot of this stuff will work.
mhm.
It's decent talking.
Yeah. So then they go to the hair salon.
Good one.
They go into the hair salon. What was funny?
What you want me to say?
Yeah.
So you're like, they go to the hair. Um, they go into the hair salon. Your voice changed after the cough into much more of like an ASMR stereotypical podcast host.
To clear my throat.
Yeah, but it was weird. It was after the clearing of the throat.
So they go into the salon. Um, and Monica's like, "I have an appointment for 11:30," and they're like, "It's 11:33, so you missed it."
This is insane.
It's absolutely
Not
insane.
necessarily like giving it up. Almost that I get, but their system for how they give people their spots away
This salon must be so fucking good and so hard to
that they
get
can get
into.
away with any of this shit.
But like she had a last minute appointment for 11:30. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I don't think she had an appointment before
No,
her hair fucked up.
otherwise, we would have had a ride there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, 3 minutes late is crazy to give that up. So then Monica's given a buzzer, like the kind of buzzer you see at a restaurant.
Yeah, Liz
But
makes a whole comment about it. It's like,
yeah,
this is what you get for someone who's waiting for wings, not for.
fair. Yeah. So they're like, we'll let you know if anything opens up. And Liz is arguing with the salon lady. Like, yeah, she says like the appetizer thing. And then she goes, I'm colorblind, not deaf, so I can hear you. I just can't tell how that color looks on you. And Monica like ushers her because I love the colorblind bit. So they head out of the salon to wait. And we get like a 2-minute scene of the villain showing up to Monica's house, and he like freezes the lock on the door and breaks it off. And then he's in Monica's house and he uses the pipe cleaner to break into the alarm system. So Liz was right about that.
Yeah, no, that's why I want to make sure we mentioned it earlier. Like, it's a callback.
Hmm. So then at the store, Monica shops for sunglasses. For some reason, I think she's waiting for a store clerk because she wants to try and return her dress. And she takes photos to pull her peaks on which glasses to get. And Liz is like, why do you do that? And she's like, these little choices are important. People will either accept you or reject you based on first impressions. And Liz is like, or you could just be yourself.
What is that the moral of this movie?
Yeah. And then Liz looks at sunglasses. She's like, oh my God, these are $540. So is Monica just rich?
I mean, she's living in a wealthy spot. I don't know if her mom maybe pays child support.
Her dad's a
Her
nurse. They
dad's a
don't
nurse,
make
which is
that
not.
much money.
No, but yeah, I don't
Maybe
know.
she codes for money.
Hey, there's options for this. It's also possible she wasn't gonna buy those.
But
She's
she
just
like wasn't
looking at
freaking
them.
out. Liz like, these are $540, and Monica's like, so?
Yeah.
Like, what? And she's like, here, try them on. And then she's like, ooh, kind of hot. And Liz is like, huh, I can almost see in color again. And then a worker comes over and Monica shows the dress that she's trying to return. And she's like, what did you do to it? And she's like, I didn't do anything. It just like spontaneously melted. And Liz is not helping her at all. She's like, oh, clearly you did something to this. And Monica's like, okay, I steamed it. And the worker's like, we can't accept returns with customer damages.
Yeah, and what's really annoying about this whole situation is Liz just keeps saying, "You clearly ruined this on your own."
Yeah, it's
When apparently
pretty
they have a
rude.
no questions asked return policy, but maybe the questions don't need to be asked if.
They have no questions asked, but then they're also like, we can't take it back with damages. What? And then the beeper buzzes for the hair, and Monica's like, we gotta go.
And they
And
rush out.
outside, keep in mind, the beeper buzz, and Liz, like, stops Monica, which is so rude because she needs to try and get to that salon as soon as
We
possible.
know that they're already crazy for giving up a 3-minute late appointment.
Yeah. But Liz stops her, and she's like, lecturing her, and they're arguing, and Monica blames Liz for not being able to return the dress, and Liz is like, well, if you want something, you need to buy it. And then she gets busted for walking out with the $500 sunglasses on her head.
Yeah, Liz had it on her there, and she was making fun of someone here is getting in trouble
Yeah.
because they didn't know what they were doing and just shoplifted in broad daylight. How stupid is that? And then Liz is like, "Oh, it's me."
Yeah, and the cop comes out, but they are able to, like, talk to him and just giving
He's
him a
like, "Do you
warning.
think she's really trying to steal this on top of her head?"
Yeah. And also Liz mentions, like, I'm a cop, or I was a cop, blah, blah, blah.
Here's my cop like pension number.
Yeah. Also, it's something I don't really note on, but throughout the whole movie, there's comments about them looking like a mother and daughter.
It's all like half of the interactions with a new scene, new setting
Yeah.
is they'll do that. It's a running gag. It's one that doesn't hit as well.
No, and then at the end, because they keep correcting, like, we're not related, blah, blah, and that by the end, they're like, okay.
Well, the end, they're like, you guys are like sisters. They're like, sure.
Yeah. Anyway, they go back to the salon, and as they're walking back, Monica's like, you're a cop? And Liz's like, yeah, I'm just like kind of on sabbatical right now. And she also kind of hints maybe that the diamond isn't fake, which is what she was saying before. And then they get to the salon and they gave up the slot again because they took too long. This time it wasn't surprising me. But they get a new buzzer and leave to go get food. Because Monica's really upset and she's like, I need a corn dog. So at the food court, Monica is sad and
She has like 5 corn dogs.
it's 4 corn dogs.
It's actually like an insane amount of corn dogs.
And then
What a day. It's only been a couple hours, but what a day.
Yeah, she's like, I just want to eat my corn dogs in peace. And Liz goes to try and put some mustard on one, and Monica's like, no,
No.
my corn dogs. And she checks the polling on, and her and Ashley are still like super close. And then Dad calls Monica to check in, and he's like trying to help her, coming up with ideas for the dress. But Monica's like, okay, thanks, Dad. And she like doesn't like it, but telling him that like, okay, yeah, thank you for helping. And then Liz points out that like Monica's boyfriend is here flirting with another girl, and it's Ashley.
Yeah, she's like, hey, what do you want me to tell you? Are you the type of person who likes to be told when your boyfriend is at a mall flirting with someone else when he's supposed to be helping orphans? Or is that something I shouldn't say?
Crazy way to deliver that for the
It's the
16-year-old
way
girl.
that I do it often when I know someone has some food in their teeth.
You go, would you want me to tell you if there's food in your teeth? There's food in your teeth.
Yeah, no, I do that.
It's different when you're being cheated on.
Yeah.
And Monica's like, what? He's supposed to be helping orphans. And Liz goes, does that girl have parents?
That's a good line.
Yes. Oh, well, then he's not doing that. So then,
yeah, basically Kyle's a piece of shit. What shocking.
so Monica confronts Kyle, and she's like, what are you doing? And he's like, the orphans canceled.
The orphans canceled.
We're really booked up today. And then Ashley like insults Monica's hat. By the way, Monica's wearing a hat. It's like a teal.
Yeah, we didn't mention this here.
Yeah.
But like her hair's really like comically bad. So the entire movie she's just wearing this blue and red stripe hat.
Is it
beanie.
red also?
It was blue and like
it's like a tealish blue.
There was like purple.
Black.
Black?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It has little cat ears, which is I thought was cute. But yeah, she insults the hat. And I'm just like, how could you, Kyle, with her? And Ashley's like, this must be hard. First, I steal your man, and then tonight I rob you of the prom crown.
Go, Ashley. Go hard. She's winning my vote.
Okay, but notice how she said rob you, which means she agrees that like Monica should win.
She does. Kind of a tactical political fail there.
Yeah. So then Monica leaves. She's like, I'm going to be sick. And she runs to the bathroom. And in the stalls, she's crying.
And Liz is like, just feel like, I knew this guy had all these fake ribbons that showed he cared. He was such a fake. And then she realizes, oh, wait, Monica might actually be sad about this considering she's crying in a bathroom stall.
Her boyfriend just cheated on her.
Maybe I shouldn't just be like rubbing in how I'm right.
Liz is like, do you want a corn dog? And Monica's like, this is what happens when you're not perfect. And then Sierra comes in to comfort Monica, and Liz awkwardly kind of joins their hug. And then Sierra's like, you're a strong, independent woman, and he's a dirtbag. Plus, they got to see how awful Ashley is. And they're like doing makeup and stuff, and yeah. And then Liz storms out to go yell at Kyle. So Liz goes out and slams Kyle's head on the table.
This is kind of crazy.
It's assault.
No, there is multiple times that Liz just impersonates an officer because she is officially not an officer at this point.
Nope.
And throughout the whole movie, she's continuously impersonating an officer and doing like abusive cop behavior.
Yeah, she's not actually a good cop.
No, she's a terrible person.
She's a terrible cop. Not a great person. So she's pretending to be a mall cop right now, and she's like, "You shoplifted a man girdle," and everyone's watching and filming. And Liz is like, "No lewd behavior. I saw what you and Ashley were doing to those chili fries." And then Liz makes him do a bunch of silly stuff like the Macarena and touching his toes and stuff. And then Liz looks through his backpack and she's like, oh, zit cream, back hair remover, self tanner. What self respecting male uses self tanner?
What an invasion of privacy.
For real.
I know this guy's a cheater and doesn't deserve any respect, but like, this is not good.
No. And then the real mall cop comes out to bust Liz.
So Liz gets arrested like she deserves to be.
Yeah. So then at Monica's house, I love this shot because it like pans around and the whole house is destroyed.
Just absolutely beaten to shit.
And Pierce is like calmly walking through with a cup
adjusting
of tea.
his tuxedo, still perfectly fashionable.
and he's walking through with a cup of tea as if he didn't completely just destroy this house. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
Anytime you get a small bit of tears, I love it.
it's so good. And he can't find the diamond. And then he looks on the dad's iPad and he sees that Monica has a driver's test appointment at 2.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it earlier, but the dad was like, I'm going to try tweeting.
Yeah.
Said, like, here's my iPad. Okay, bye. So, obviously that wasn't there, but it was like a calendar reminder.
Yeah. So then at the police station, Liz used to work there, so she knows it's gonna take a long time to get her out. And Liz says, "I'm sorry about your boyfriend." And Monica is like, "It's okay. I'm not really sure. I liked him anyway." And then she's like, why do you date him?" And Monica's like, "I set up an online poll on who I should date." And he won, so
Again, kind of insane. Like, I get there's a lot of stuff that would be fun to do an online poll, even about yourself, about stuff,
yeah.
but maybe not like who you date.
Yeah, that's a little
It's
weird.
crazy because she doesn't really care that much about being popular. She cares about being accepted.
Mhm.
And like, you don't need to be polled on who to date.
No.
That's gonna give you someone who doesn't really accept you.
It's also very entitled to be like, "I could get any guy I want."
Maybe this was The Bachelor, and like
Oh, shit.
she just let it be a fan vote.
So then Liz's old partner comes over, his name is Ed, and him and Liz have like a little bit of a flirty banter thing going on. And Monica picks up on it and she's like, "It is hot. You're crushing on him." And Liz is like, "No, I'm not." And she's like, "How do you even know I'm single?" And Monica goes, "You're obviously single." And then she's like, "Ed also has a thing for you, I can tell. You try flirting with him." And Liz is like, "No." And then Monica's like, "Come on, Liz, you just need practice. Flirt with the other cop." And his name's Dennis. And then she tells Dennis that he has really nice, large nostrils.
He's like, what the fuck?
Whatever, Liz. And Monica's like, "Large nostrils with the best you got?" And she's like, "Whoa, was I supposed to lie and say that they're small?"
So she
Liz.
can't flirt.
Nope. And then Ed comes over and lets Liz go, but bad news is Boss Lady's here to yell at you. So Liz gets yelled at by the chief for shoplifting and impersonating mall security. And she's like, "You're a disgrace to the badge." And Liz's like, "Well, lucky for you, you took my badge." So, and then Ed tells Monica that the chief always expected a lot from Liz, because she was a rising star. And he's like, "She was a little rough around the edges, but the best partner I had." And the chief tells Liz that the diamond's gone, so get that through your thick skull. And Monica asks Ed, "Why did she quit?" And Ed's like,
She didn't tell you.
"She didn't quit." "Oh, she didn't tell you?" "Well, I guess that's her story to tell." So then Ed drops Liz and Monica back off at the mall. And Monica asks Liz what's going on. "Why were you fired? Also, why do you care about the costume jewelry?" And Liz is like, "It's not costume jewelry. It's a real diamond worth $7 million."
Suddenly, I feel like our protagonist, Monica, should maybe stop associating with this cop and go and like get this diamond appraised because it is legally in her possession.
It is
She did not
legally
obtain it
hers.
in illegal means, and even if she was forced to like give it up in a seizure, I'm sure she would get a significant reward.
Here's the thing. Is like, I feel like what Liz is trying to do and swindle her lying to Monica to get the diamond back, Monica could probably sue.
Yeah.
And show the receipt. "Hey, I bought this. It's mine. This
Which
woman
it is
impersonated a
initially
cop."
stolen goods, so I do believe it would ultimately go back to the initial collector, but she would get a certain amount of monetary gain from it.
Yeah. And that's what, like, Liz should have just told her. It's like, "Hey, this is really valuable. I understand you have it legally, so let's go to the police station." And,
Yeah.
like, she could go with Monica, but she's like, "No, I need to go myself
So
with the diamond."
we get the whole story of how the diamond was stolen. Liz was guarding it at this like big diamond
Yeah, so okay.
celebration festival.
So it was a traveling exhibit of jewelry at the museum, and the necklace was, like, the main piece, right?
This is where I want to pause and say this.
Okay.
This is a $7 million diamond, and the diamond itself, sure, completely believe that. Honestly, not a question. That makes sense to me.
It's a big diamond.
The necklace is ugly as hell,
It's so ugly.
and it looks very cheap and fake. Why couldn't they just have said like It was he put it in a necklace. Someone along the way put the diamond in a necklace, thinking it was a prop diamond, and
To like disguise
to
it.
disguise it or something. You know,
Uh,
that makes way more sense than it being stolen as a necklace.
yeah, but um, so Liz was doing the security, and she's like, I could do it on my own. That's why I didn't have Ed helping me. And she's like, everything was going great. Also, why do they hire the cops to do the security instead of security?
I don't know. It's a great question. Not
Anyway,
enough people in this town.
guess
A
not.
huge diamond museum visit.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. He's like, it's going great, but I didn't account for Pierce Peters, one of the world's foremost jewel thieves.
We're
And
getting this all as like a flashback to the actual day.
yes, we are shown Pierce propelling from the ceiling in the
It's
museum.
incredible.
It's
This guy
it's
is
amazing.
amazing.
It's amazing.
I want the whole movie from his perspective.
He has so many gadgets, and he grabs the necklace, and Liz turns around and sees him, and he just slowly raises back up
And he's like,
to the ceiling.
uh.
Too late, and Liz can't do anything to stop him.
And she runs outside to go get him at his car, which is just conveniently parked outside.
He's just parked outside, and he's in his car, and he can see Liz in the rearview mirror, and she's like, I know I should have called for backup, but I had
He
him.
runs after this car by foot and almost gets him.
Swear I had him, as if she's ever gonna catch him on foot when he's already in his
She almost
car.
does by her description.
Why wouldn't she call for backup? She's a horrible cop.
Yeah. This is why she gets fired.
It's just comical how she's like, I almost had him. I almost touched the car. And that would have stopped him as if I put my hand on the car. But he just drives away because, of course, he does. So then the whole thing put a black mark on her record. And erasing the mark was all Liz could think about. So she's like obsessed over this diamond. And the chief had enough. And she kicked her out of the forest. So then Monica's like, well, then how did I end up with the diamond? And so here's what happened with that. Pierce found a buyer and arranged an exchange of like, I'll put the suitcase down, you pick it up, blah, blah, blah. But he switched with the wrong person because he was told the person would wear a safari outfit, but a different guy
was just wearing a safari outfit that had a briefcase that set it down near him.
Incredible.
Funny.
Incredible.
Great. I love that being the answer.
Yeah.
It fits.
So then no one else knew the diamond's real value because it's ugly as fuck.
Yeah, no one would have think so.
So it passed between a bunch of people, including like a mime. Someone like gave it to a mime as a tip. Crazy.
This is so stupid, but I don't care.
It was like,
and it was like won by a biker in a poker game.
And it was traded for a hot dog. Like $7 million hot dog. That's amazing.
I mean, we say joke about that, but have you know the first Bitcoin purchase?
What?
It was like 50,000 Bitcoins for one pizza.
Incredible.
And that's like a multi-billion-dollar pizza nowadays.
I hope it was delicious.
It hopefully was.
They're like, it was mid. So then, okay, this is one of my favorite shots of the movie. Eventually, the diamond ended up at the pawn shop and bought by Monica, and it shows Monica.
So Monica's like strolling down with this beautiful music, and she's like the most beautiful, pristine girl. After we see all these like very random characters with this diamond before,
yeah, and
this whole montage has been wild.
Monica walking down the street, and as the owner of the pawn shop is putting the necklace on display from the window, and he kind of points at Monica, and that's a necklace. You want it? And
you
Monica,
want this? Come in. Come in.
Monica nods her head like, yes, I do want that.
Yeah, she's like,
yes.
Oh, yes.
This is how retail works. You're in the window, you go, you want this necklace?
You want this necklace? And she goes,
yes, I do.
And he's like, oh, I'm gonna win $15. Like, I don't know if this should be on display so much if you're only gonna sell it for $15.
Well, that's a high ticket item at this pawn shop, apparently.
To be fair, yeah, this diamond tells a story. Not only is it worth $7 million, but a mime had it, and a biker,
and
a hot dog.
Okay, so Monica says, why didn't you just tell me the truth? And Liz is like, because you might just disappear and sell it yourself. And Monica's like, okay, but you could have like called the cops and had them come with you. And she's like, and Liz is like, no, I wanted to be the one to bring it back and make it
I
right.
work alone.
I work
I'm a
alone.
lone wolf.
I wanna walk in. I wanna walk. Oh my god! I wanna walk into the station with the diamond and be like, "I'm returning stolen property," and then the chief would bring me back.
Yeah, the chief, who's totally not my mom.
Haha. And Monica's like, "It's kind of your thing, making things right on your own, Lone Ranger style." And I wrote, "This is a terrible comp," because like for backup, you stupid. Oh, also going to Monica, like I said earlier, you should have like told Monica, "Hey, that's a very valuable diamond, and you will get a reward for having it." Like instead, she's driving her around to the hair salon and stuff. She's a terrible cop.
Yeah,
She's too proud to do her job correctly.
and she also just maybe doesn't know how.
So true.
All we've seen her do in cop-like actions is illegally obtain information
Yeah.
and beat up a kid.
So then Monica realizes the necklace is the only part of the outfit that she picked for herself. And Liz is like, "Why is it so hard for you, Monica, to make choices on your own?" And she's like, "I don't know. I guess I don't want to make the wrong choice." And Liz is like, "But that's how you learn." And Monica's like, "Well, I don't want to be a disappointment. People might not want to be around me."
Do I have mommy issues?
Well, she says it's about Kyle, and she's like, "No, it's about my mom, idiot."
Yeah, I was asking you to ask me about it.
Obviously, I want to talk about my mom. She's like, "You gotta be pretty disappointed to leave a 3-year-old." And Liz says, "That?" And she has a long pause, and I wanted her to say, "That bitch." She doesn't say, she says, "That. That, that was not your fault." And Monica's like, "That's why I want to be prom queen. Because I'll know people like me then. It's official and real."
If I get second in the prom queen voting, I know that everyone actually secretly hates me and all my friends are fake. And then I'll go to MIT and have a good life.
"Oh no, what time is it? My driver's test." So they have to go to the driver's test. And they
So
barely
they
make it to
drive it
the
all the
DMV.
way to the DMV. Like, we're like a minute late. Is it okay? And they're like, yeah, we're not a salon.
We're not a salon or anything. Yeah, you made it. You're fine. And then Monica needs to use Brando,
The
Liz's
car.
car. Yeah.
Because they're like, yeah, you need a car for the driver's test.
Duh. I took my driver's test in a minivan.
I took it in the car. I'm still driving.
That's crazy. It's also a big car.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you took it in that. Was parallel parking hard?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was in a minivan and it was kind of hard. But yeah. Did it though. All right. Liz is not happy at first, but then she gives in and lets him use it for the test. And they almost crash at one point. But really, it's like an intersection and there was no stop sign. So I'm like, well, that's just poor design, like road design. Who's the
Yeah.
city planner?
Yeah, the city planner did fail this a little bit. I'd like to point out before anything bad happens, we see Monica basically drive on the sidewalk for like
Oh, that's
a
what happens
full
after
block.
the
Yeah,
stop sign thing.
yeah.
So after the stop sign,
That one's maybe not her fault and she can get credit for, but then she does this and it's just terrible.
yeah,
And we almost forget about it for everything else that happens after.
yeah. Like the stop sign thing, not her fault. But then there's a garbage truck, and instead of just like hitting the brakes, she drives on the sidewalk and like almost runs over a bunch of people and then hits a garbage can. And then the DMV guy is like, "Pull over. Get out. This is over."
Dude, they're about to like be done with everything with here and like, well, that was a flop.
But then, oh my god, Liz sees Pierce drive by or behind them,
Behind them.
and she tells Monica, "Floor it. We have to get away from him. Go faster." And Monica's like, "I can't. There's a speed limit, and I'm still getting tested. Like this still counts for the test." And the DMV guy's like,
Cop guy's like, DMV guy's like, what the fuck is happening?
"Oh, he's
My
being
life is
kidnapped right now."
yeah, he is being actively kidnapped.
Yeah. And then there's a red light, and Liz is like, "Run it!" And they go through the light, and Monica's like, "That was still in yellow. It was still in yellow. You can't play me for that." And then Monica has to drive on the freeway, which is scary, and Pierce is gaining on them. And then,
Well, it's time to hit the red button.
oh my god, the red button. You're not supposed to hit the red button. I'm gonna hit the red button.
The DMV guy's like, don't hit the red button. I've seen movies, don't hit the red button.
Don't do it!
And he like also tries to call the cops, but the signal's all blocked.
Because you can't get signal in the car.
The
Yeah,
DMV guy's great in this, just a
he
bit
is
of
great.
comic relief in the whole action scene.
He's very justifiably like freaking out. So they hit the red button for the nitro boost and they go faster and they lose Pierce.
Yeah. Basically, they speed away. Pierce has to stop because he almost hits like an old lady crossing the street, who then she slams the purse on his hood and triggers his airbag. Pierce is always in a convertible, by the way, because of course he is.
Of course he is. It's awesome. So then they drive back to the DMV and dude is crying.
Dude is like full on. This is the worst.
He's already break down and Monica's like, did I pass? No. Back to Pierce. He sees the dad's post that he works at the hospital. So he's like, oh, I can kidnap him. And then back in the DMV, Monica pleads to be passed. And he's like, no, you completely failed. And she's like, but I got away from that guy without breaking the speed limit. Which is, how did you not break the speed limit with the nitro
If you
boost?
said like without breaking law, I could believe that, but like you broke the speed limit.
Remember when you drove on the sidewalk? That was really bad.
That was really bad. She's like, but it's got to be worth something.
And he's like, Miss, you're lucky I don't ban you forever. You can take the test again in 9 months and be happy I don't throw you in jail. And
No.
like, you can't do that. But then Brando gets impounded. He's like, well, I guess I can do that. Because that thing has way too many gadgets.
She's like, whoa, there's no way all that gear is legal.
So then Liz freaks out and tells Monica to call an Uber. But Monica's freaking out because everything is ruined because of Liz and that stupid necklace. Which is like crazy that she's like, it's all because of you and that necklace after they had that big heart to heart and the tragic backstory. But she's like, fuck this, I'm over it. And Liz is like, but Pierce is still out there and after you, Monica. And Monica's like, what, you're gonna protect me? The cop who drove everyone so crazy she got fired? You're so obsessive and narrow-minded, you have no idea what's going on around you. Which, like, oh my god, she's using her vulnerable, like, backstory and her opening up to Monica against her. That's rude.
Yeah, that's manipulative.
Yeah.
It's not
Like,
good behavior.
tell me what's wrong and be vulnerable. Well, you're just a stupid cop who's crazy. Bam. And Liz goes, I'm obsessive. Miss, I build websites so people will like me. At least I'm not going around seeking everyone's approval. And Monica says, because no one approves of you. And then Monica agrees to just give back the diamond.
Terrible pun on her part. She could just have so much leverage on this. I know you would have to deal with Liz more, but you have a $7 million thing in your possession.
Yeah.
Luckily, she can't just give it back because it was in the car.
Yeah. Well, no, it was in her purse. Oh, which was in the car.
Which was in the car.
Yeah. But and Liz has a moment of like, it's on you right now. You're crazy. But yeah, it's in the car. So Monica's like, I'm over it. I'm going home. So then Monica goes to the bus stop and sees the mime. And the mime mimes to her that, like, well, you're sad. And she's like, no, I'm fine. And then Pierce sends her a video and he's like,
hey, bestie.
it's me, Pierce. Come to the warehouse at sunset and bring the jewel or things might get unpleasant. And then shows that the dad is tied up.
Yeah, it's got a really fake looking photo of the dad being tied up, which is funny because on set he got tied up, so they had like footage of him being tied up.
I literally thought it was going to get revealed that he faked kidnapping the dad, but he actually kidnapped them.
It looks like a really fake photo of it, but they don't talk about it, but it ends up being legit.
Yeah. So then a taxi just drives by and Monica's like, taxi, and gets in the taxi. So it must be a big enough city that there's taxis. Why couldn't she do that before? But you know what? She wouldn't have been able to take her driver's test in a taxi. So then she goes by Liz and shows Liz that, like, oh, Pierce has my dad. And Liz like, all right, we'll get the diamond and we'll do what he says. And use your phone to call a taxi. And she's like, I already got one.
There's one right behind you. She's like, I gotta get better than a flip phone.
Yeah, she just has a flip phone, so.
She's like a drug dealer right now.
Yeah. So then they get to the impound and they have to fill out forms and wait. And Liz tries to say she's with the FBI, but it doesn't work. And then the guy at the impound yells at them and says they have to wait like everyone else. And then they see a guy in the waiting area that's wearing the same hat as Monica, and I thought that was funny.
Monica's like, don't mention it.
Don't even say a word. And then Monica suggests that they look at the IT system.
It's like, wait, I could actually probably work on this. I just need to know the password
It's
for the
probably
guy. It's
just
just a SQL
it's
database.
just SQL. But I need a password. And Liz like the password's poopy. And it's like, what?
Take that out of context. Oh, yeah, the password's poopy.
It's poopy, which I think would be just a funny joke. But no, she's like, people use their passwords as their pet's name.
And
And
for some reason, his pet's name is Poopy, and he has matching shirts with his dog.
yeah, and she like, especially his name, the password's gonna be Poopy because he has matching shirts with his dog. And his picture's all over the place of Poopy. It's his name Poopy. So Liz goes over to distract the guy at the desk while Monica hacks the computer and she types in the password and it is just Poopy, like all lowercase, no numbers or anything.
So lucky.
Um, and so Liz needs to flirt with the guy, so she compliments his forehead, which doesn't really work. But then she compliments him for his hard work, like nobody appreciates you. You work so hard.
And he's kind of into it. He's like, okay, you want to get dinner?
And
She
he's
says,
like,
yeah.
yeah. And
this will never come back.
And also he's like, I'll check on your car for you. What's the license plate number? And Liz says it out loud so Monica can type it in and say like on the computer that the car needs to be released.
Yeah.
So then when he checks it, he's like, oh, it's supposed to be released. Here you go. So they get the car
Pretty
back.
convenient within that. Also, yeah, there's very, very many pictures of Poopy. He gives like a cup that's just pictures of Poopy, and all behind him and on every wall is Poopy, the dog.
It's incredible.
It's great. I like this guy.
He loves his dog Poopy.
Imagine naming your dog Poopy.
It's actually incredible. Oh, what's your dog's name? Poopy.
You're Poopy Poopy.
Give me a poop.
You're Poo Poo.
So then in the car, Monica realizes that the diamond isn't in her makeup palette that she put it in before because this isn't her makeup. She accidentally
I
switched
get
it.
washed out with all of this.
Winter. What? This isn't my makeup.
Yeah, I don't know makeup terms. I can't comment on this, but it was her friend Sierra when they were like crying about Kyle together. They accidentally switched makeup, which
Oh my god.
it's completely legit. They were all taking out their makeup stuff, and
Yeah,
it happened within the scene. It's not like
it happened.
ham-fisted.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So we had to go to the park to find her because she's taking pictures for prom. So they get to the park and they have to get on a bike with like a wheelbarrow thing to move fast enough to get to Sierra. It's silly, but whatever.
And it's just like another way to have another crazy shenanigan.
Yeah, and they end up crashing in a bush. And then Kyle shows up and he's like, I made a mistake with Ashley. She's difficult.
I don't actually like her. Can you go to the prom with me,
Yeah,
Monica?
Monica, I still want to go to prom with you. And then Ashley comes over and demands that Kyle take more pictures. And then she's like, Monica, what are you doing here? And then Kyle's like, Monica, will you be my date to the prom? Right in front of Ashley.
Damn. But we already know this guy has no character, so.
Yeah. And then Ashley calls Liz old, and Liz gets pissed.
And despite them being considerably like at least like 10 yards away from the water, Liz just pushes them from one angle and they fall into the water.
She walks towards them and they back up.
Cop out of an action little sequence. The stunt. It's a cop out of a stunt so clearly. Yeah. It's wild.
She just walks towards them. They freak out and back up and fall into a pond.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
It is one of the ones where it's like they needed to storyboard that differently for the set that they have.
Yeah. So then, whatever. They spot Sierra. They get to Sierra and they find the necklace and they go. So they get to the warehouse. Monica suggests taking the diamond to the cops to get their help. But Liz says, no, Pierce doesn't mess around. Which, why are they saying this when later it's revealed that they do call the cops?
Because they don't call the cops until they have their heart-to-heart. I don't know.
That's so weird. So then she's like, don't you want to bring the necklace back into the police station to have your, like, moment? And she's like, yeah, that'd be nice to see the chief's face, but no. And Monica's like, what's with you and the chief?
Shocking plot twist alert. And by shocking, I mean, I saw it from a mile away.
That's Liz's mom.
What?
Whoa.
Crazy.
And the girls talk about their parent relationships a little bit. And Monica says, like, yeah, my dad is always telling me that I'm great, but I want a mom to tell me the truth. I want my bitch mom to be around to tell me all my flaws.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, I left you because you were 3, because you were a stupid little idiot.
Yeah.
She'd be like, thank you.
Thank you. Thank God I have a mom. But she's like, that's my I'm always asking people's opinions all the time so that I know that I'm perfect and people won't leave me. And then Liz says, if I was your mom, I would tell you that who you are today is way more interesting than perfect will ever be. You're such a great kid, and people worth keeping will always be around. And
And
she's
the
like,
people worth keeping will always be around.
yeah. Did I say that wrong?
You missed the, which it's like a bit more like the people that are around you that are cool will accept you and be there for you
Yeah.
rather than those people exist
Yeah.
in generic.
And then Liz is like, for me, my mom and Ed have always been there. Wow. They've always been there.
And then I think she goes, I'm going to call for backup.
Well, she
Off
doesn't say
camera.
that, but yeah. And she's like, all right, let's go save your dad. So then they go in the warehouse, and Pierce is watching Premier League on the iPad.
Yeah, he's like, I love football.
And he goes, where's my diamond? And Liz tells Monica to give over the diamond. And she's like, okay, so they hand over the diamond. She's like, now give me my dad. And he goes, oh, Monica. Monica.
Promise you, I will let him get away. But I'm not going to reveal all my cards that early.
You didn't expect me to just hand him over, did you? You'll get your dad back. I'll send you his location once I'm like far away. And Pierce starts to walk away, and Monica tells Liz, for the world's best diamond thief, this guy's a fucking idiot. I already know my dad's location from his phone. He's in the other room. So he just goes and gets him.
And yeah, Monica just lets him go, and Liz goes and tasers Pierce.
Well, she pulls out the taser, and he's like, aha, you can't get me. And he hooks himself up, and he's like, I'm going to fly away. And Liz tasers him in the air. So he's just dangling from a hook after being tasered. Like, this was not a good plan from Pierce at all.
No.
He just has to do the most comically evil thing he can because that's what he is. He's evil. Some yeah, cops arrive because this time she did call for backup.
Hooray!
Hooray! Yeah. So then the cops are about to break their way into the door. The door is unlocked. They have like a battery ram ready to break into the warehouse. By the way, there's so many cops here for one guy.
For one guy.
It's actually, and they're gonna battery ram this door. But right before they do, Liz just opens the door and walks out.
It's like,
The cops fuck at their job.
This academy, this district needs better policing.
Yeah. They walk out with Pierce in handcuffs. They did it. So then at the station, they all show up with Pierce, and Liz brings the necklace back to the chief. And Chief's like, all right, here's your badge back. So yay, Liz is a cop again.
I don't trust it. I would move to a different town.
Oh my gosh.
I do not trust her as a cop.
And a little later, Dad thanks Monica for saving him, and Monica's like, how could I go to MIT? What would you do without me? And he's like, well, don't let that hold you back. Of course you're able to leave, and I'll be right here when you're back. Or I'll just move to whatever city you're in.
Which is a little insane, but also kind of the nice thing that he needed to say for her to feel confident about leaving.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I could move with you. Other places need nurses too.
Yeah. So then the little buzzer goes off. Remember, she has that from the salon?
Yeah, she's like, oh, the salon can take me. I can get there.
No, well, Liz comes over and is like, let's go right now. We'll police escort you. As if she could make it at all. But Monica's like, nah, it's all right. It doesn't really seem important anymore. Like, going to prom doesn't seem important. And Liz is like, but it's prom. You have to go. It's the biggest night of your high school career. And Monica's like, but I don't have anything to wear. So then Liz takes her back to the evidence room, which apparently has a bunch of, like, ball gowns and fancy clothes that criminals had.
This is so dumb, and I love it so much
It's
because
so dumb.
this is out of a whole movie of a lot of relatively unrealistic things. This is the least realistic, where a police department's just like, oh yeah, all this evidence that's like in active cases that we have that's been detained, you can go wear it to your local prom, including the $7 million necklace.
Liz gives her the necklace and is like, you can wear it tonight. And
Oh my god.
Monica's like, no, it's too valuable. And Liz is like, well, we'll have to escort you. And
She just wants to go to prom herself.
She wants to go to prom. She's like, I didn't get to go to my prom. And Monica's like, oh my gosh, you totally are gonna come to prom with me. It's so weird. She has this really tight relationship with this adult woman now.
Yeah. You
And
can
she's
have a
like,
mentor role, I
you
guess,
can
but
come.
like, oh my god.
Yeah, you can come to prom with me.
Oh my god.
So they roll up to prom, and there's like 7 cars full of cops just for one girl wearing a $7 million necklace. Why are there so many cops there? Nobody else knows the necklace is valuable. It's ugly.
Yeah.
But whatever. Even Liz dresses up and the chief mom compliments her. And Liz is like, thanks, mom, for everything. And then Monica gets out and her hair is completely chopped, which makes sense. Me personally, though, Kelsey, I don't like it. I think it's ugly. She has like, it's all swooped
It
to
doesn't
one
look like a
side.
good style of being chopped.
It
But she's
doesn't.
like, oh my god, Liz cut it. Because
It,
she mentioned earlier cutting her own hair.
it looks like a bowl cut. It's like,
Yeah, it's
or
not
like
that
coconut
good.
head. It's not good. And Sierra comes out and hugs her. And Sierra tells Monica, like, you won prom queen in a landslide. Everyone heard Kyle cheated with Ashley, so they hate Ashley.
Fair, reasonable. I'm there for it.
And everyone likes Monica, so
Yeah.
yeah. All right, so then they go into prom, and Monica gets her crown on stage, and she gives a whole speech, right? So here's the speech. It's like, well, actually, okay, I don't have the whole speech, but her speech is mainly talking about Liz,
Yeah,
right?
who is someone she has known for 8 hours.
And she's like, here's what Liz taught me. Tell me something. Something I want to share with all of you. Whoever you really are, it's okay to be that person. And you don't have to put it up for a vote because perfect is overrated. And the people that really care about you aren't going anyway. So that being said, I'm going to go to MIT next year.
Bye, loser.
Bye. I'm going to miss you all. But tonight, let's soak it up and have a great time. And I just want to say, if I was a student at this school, I would fucking hate her. Her giving the stupid generic speech
Self-important speech.
and being like, I'm gonna go to MIT next year. Like, girl, I don't care what you're doing. I had girls in my school being like, I did GSDL, so you probably don't even recognize me, but I'm one of your classmates. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I don't care. It's just annoying. But anyway, Monica hugs her dad and they start dancing. All these adults are just at prom. And Liz tries to compliment Ed, but tells him he has good nostrils.
She's just a nostril girl.
And he says thanks. And then Liz asks him to dance, and he says yes. And then they all dance, and screamers come out, and then balloons fall.
Hooray, what a time.
That like they had two big
Yeah.
finale things happen at once.
They don't go underboard for this rich school prom.
Yeah, and then Liz and Monica hug, and that's the end of the movie. And they have bloopers in the credits, which was fun. But that's Bad Hair Day.
It is just like a good time.
It's actually a good time. Like the humor, a lot of the humor lands. Like there's some silly stuff, like them getting their prom dresses from the evidence room. We're like, why would you do that? But overall, it's actually a pretty good watch.
The only stuff I'll say is like it doesn't feel any time ever that special. It's
Yeah.
refreshing
Yeah.
and it's like got genuine good quality to it and it's still got the DCOM feel. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of positive to that. I had it ranked in like mid A tier. I might drop it to like low A tier. But like it's a good refreshing DCOM time that like hits checks all the boxes for me.
Yeah. No, this one I will just say like shockingly good. Like way better than I ever expected it to be. And I did not mind it at all. I actually quite enjoyed it. I will say it's like better than average. So, okay, final Drink House ranking um was 28, which is really high. You had it at 27. I actually okay, I'm surprised I have it way lower than that. I have it at 47.
Damn, that's a big gap
That
though.
is a big gap. Where did I put it? I put it at like the bottom of my B tier. I
I,
think
I think you're underrating
I
that.
think it's just because I was like, I don't know if I'm really gonna have this like a go-to movie that I want to watch again,
No,
you know?
but such a good box checker.
It is. I have it like slightly above the average, which I would agree with. Like it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't stand out to me, but I do like it.
Yeah,
It's
and
still in
it's
my
got some of the
B
best banter humor that a DCOM has, but it's also never ever that special
Yeah,
of a movie. It doesn't have a crazy moment. There's stuff that I remember about this movie, but like it's not what I'm going to be telling people about like I do about my whole S tier,
yeah,
where I'm like, oh no, this has this, and that's awesome.
yeah. I think I would move it up some slots, but I think B tier for me is a good spot for it. So I agree with that.
And
That's
that's
Bad Hair
that's
Day.
Bad Hair Day.
thank you guys for listening. Um, email us at thedecomduo@gmail.com if you want to share your thoughts. And now we gotta spin our wheel and figure out what we're watching next time.
What do you think we're watching?
Okay, I want it to be Get a Clue because I'm pretty sure when we watched this originally, it went Bad Hair Day into Get a Clue, and Ben's theory on the mystery was literally he just said the plot of Bad Hair Day like it's a jewel thief, and that ended up being the answer.
That was pretty
I
funny.
want to watch Get a Clue again.
That would be pretty good. I think it'll be Twitches, just because there's two of those and we haven't covered them yet, so
True.
they could come up.
All right, let's spin the wheel. Ooh, it's Johnny Tsunami.
Oh, radicals.
Radical.
Totally
Oh,
cool.
Cowabunga. Hell yeah. Sick.
Yeah, it's sick. Hell yeah.
Johnny Tsunami, what a classic. So tune in 2 weeks to hear us talk about Johnny Tsunami.
If you have anything you want to tell us about Johnny Tsunami, about Bad Hair Day, or about anything else in general,
I already said the email.
guess what? I'm saying it again.
Oh my god.
Oh, if you really want to cut this out or just make me look like a bad person, you can. And that's fine. Email us at thedecom2@gmail.com.
Email him that I already said it.
Yeah, tell me that. Do it.
Do it.
All right, bye.
Bye.
From our next episode.
I'm
Hi.
a surfer.
Hi, my name is Xenon. I'm gonna just learn how to snowboard right now, and then I'm gonna go off of this cliff and fall.
This surfboarding thing is easy. I'm gonna go surf off a cliff.
Hey, I know that things are looking a bit sketch for myself here. I mean, what?
So I'm like, did I say surfboard?
Yes.
That's what I meant snowboard. Anyway.
Things are looking a bit sketch for me here in Vermont, so I'm gonna sneak onto a military plane and fly back to Hawaii.
Duh. That was actually super easy. Those are super easy. If you guys think Johnny Tsunami's the kid,
It's not.
it's not.
His name is Johnny, but it's Johnny Kapahala. And let me tell you, that boy is back on the board. No.
Okay. Oh yeah, Grandpa's not dating the young woman yet. That's all in the sequel. But Dad's like, I hate my dad.
I hate my dad. Why is this computer in the middle of the living room?
This computer's right in the middle of the living room.
I just got the vivider memory of that. Oh my god.
so
I can't wait to
dumb.
talk about that. That computer has occupied a very, very small part of my brain since seeing it. His computer's just in the middle of the living it's a giant living room and his office is in the middle of it.
He's like, I like business.
What the fuck?